Hi, I'm Dawn and I'm from the Henry Allen Trust and I'm the director and founder. The Henry Allen Trust was set up in memory of Henry, who will be forever for, and he is our son. This was Henry's pinky promise and we are fulfilling his last wish. So we now support children and families battling childhood cancers from birth to 18 years. This is...
Hi, I'm Lou Cole, so I am the events manager and that support manager for the Trust. I became involved because actually personally my nephew was diagnosed with childhood cancer. So I dedicate as much time as I possibly can to the Trust, supporting Dawn and all of the families. And yeah, it's very, very close to my heart.
And Lou is one of our volunteers, so Lou does this free of charge without any payment. So what inspires me to carry on the Henry Allen Trust, Henry's last wish. As a family, we didn't have any support going through our journey with childhood cancer. So for us and for me personally, it's to never ever let a family go through and experience the journey we did. We were told Henry wouldn't get his wish because he was too young to understand. In my heart of hearts, no child should ever not have their wish or their treat or a last memory, and neither should the siblings. So for me, that is the reason I get up every single morning, is to ensure that nobody will ever go through what we've been through.
So what inspires me? I think, understanding the journey that Dawn, Mark and Henry went on. For me, it's about making sure that we bring smiles and happiness to all of the families. It's the little things that the children, do, the siblings, when they come up and say, thank you so much, we've had an amazing time. Like today, which was, really, really fulfilling.
Or the picnic, when we had a social distancing picnic. Lou come up with this amazing idea. Do you want to tell them what
so we basically had a social distancing picnic with all of the families. We did all of the old games, so sack race, three-legged race, egg and spoon, the children flying a kite, which was amazing because we had a really windy day.
I'm not sure who enjoyed it more, either the parents or the children.
The children, well, I think the parents probably. But it's the little things that we know that they walk away going, the parents have had an opportunity to talk to other parents that have gone through and are experiencing childhood cancer, and the children are able to share their own stories and experiences
take their hats
as well.
Off and show their bald heads or compare their Hickman lines. It's just a chance for the families to be a family and for us to spread some Henry's happiness and create that magical memory, because you never know when that will be the last. I don't know if you feel the same, but this award means the absolute world to us as a small charity. We don't get any government funding, do we?
No.
And for local and our local community to recognise the Henry Allen Trust and Henry's legacy as outstanding local charity, I'm speechless. I don't know about you. I just find it all emotional to think that we've been nominated.
I think that it's there are so many charities around Milton Keynes that do so much valuable work. Stuff. I think for me, being nominated for Inspirational Woman, it's mind-blowing. Everything that I do for the Trust, I do it because it brings me great reward. I think it's really important to make sure that every person gives something back. Our lives are running at 100 miles an hour, and actually just taking that little bit of time out, investing even if it's an hour a week into any local charity adds so much value, and it truly does. And we look to try and ensure that the families get the support that they need. We do lots of stuff as well with other organisations, so we support nurses with training and development. Dawn is on lots and lots of different boards, medical boards, etc., offering insight into childhood cancers. It's sort of the taboo topic for most people, because you think that cancer should never affect a child, and unfortunately it does. And that's the sad reality of life,
They say, don't they, it's 1 in 500 children will develop childhood cancer before the age of 14. So putting that into perspective, that's one in every local primary school.
Yes.
We support 3 children in one primary school in Milton Keynes alone, don't
Yeah.
we? So for us, that awareness is so key of childhood cancer, the signs, the symptoms, making people aware of that. We don't want to scaremonger, because we're not about that.
No.
We're always about putting the fun into fundraising, and everything we do is a bit bonkers, a bit crazy. But that's the thing, sometimes you have to try and step outside the box
Yes.
and look at something that you can do differently, but then can also help build the funds. With the pandemic, we're a third down with our funds, so fundraising at the moment is so hard. For us, could you imagine if we won the Outstanding Local Charity? I think that would boost our small little charity and catapult us into more people's forefront and more people knowing about what we do.
I think until it touches a family, it's a very hidden topic. But at the point that it touches a family, immediately there is that outreach to the trust, and we never ever turn anybody away. You know, we support children up to the age of 18, which is quite unusual for a lot of charities.
And from birth as well.
And from birth.
Yeah.
So, you know, and we have children of all ages. But for me, I think the biggest thing is the fact that we do it as families. It's not just the child, it's the families, the siblings, the parents. It's about making sure that they get, you know, quality time together, whether that's through a mum's event, whether it's through a dad's event, or whether it's through family events. It's really important to make sure that they've got that support mechanism there, and we
so
offer that
important.
throughout the trust.
Yeah, and up to 5 years, No Evidence of Disease, we're one of the only charities
Yeah.
that actually do that, because we find once treatment's finished, then the
Everything sort of
PTSD
stops.
kicks in. So we have a wellbeing counsellor who supports us.
Yeah, and we have
doesn't she?
Dolly as
Oh,
well,
yes.
therapy dog.
We have a pet therapy dog
We
who's
do.
absolutely scrummy. But to us, to be not even nominated is just an amazing achievement.
Yeah.
I can't even think if we won. I just think that would just blow my mind.
Yeah, definitely.
It would. But it would also help us so much, maybe with our sponsorship or corporate sponsorship, and getting more funds and companies to back what the Henry Allen Trust do and what we stand for.
Definitely.
If I was a spirit animal, I'd be a lion, which was also Henry's favourite animal.
And if I was a spirit animal, I would be a unicorn, because they are beautiful and they spread lots of magic and happiness.
Hold on a moment, you already spread magic and Henry's happiness to all of the families, so you're already a unicorn.
Right, okay, excellent. So one thing that I've learnt this year is adaptability. It's the word that Dawn can't say, clearly. So that's why she's now falling about laughing. So just knowing that, you know, life has turned everything upside down this year. 2020 is just an unimaginable year for everybody. And I think that the impact it's had on the trust and everybody else that's involved, and not just within our own charity, but within other charities, I think it's made everyone stop, retake stock, and think about how they can move life forward.
Absolutely. Pandemic, for me, it is that anything can happen and that you can achieve anything. And we always say you've got to hope, dream, believe that anything is possible. And for us, that word, adaptability, we have really adapted the way we've had to support our families with the isolation packs, delivering chemo for hospitals when they couldn't get out, and just really bringing that fun side. When the children haven't been able to come out, we've gone to them with the roller boys, skating around, singing, and just being, like you said, that word,
Adaptability.
Boom, hearts for Henry.